Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Miracle Mindset Monday for this week. So, remember, with our Miracle Mindset Monday, this is a generalized reading for the week. There are no personalized readings, but if you are interested in your own personalized Miracle Mindset Monday, you can always go check out my website, awakeningmiracles.org. Also, while you're on awakeningmiracles.org, you can also check out my blogs and online courses. So for this week, we're going to be using the Ascended Masters deck to kind of give us the overall feel of the week and any additional messages. Then we're going to be going to The Answer is Simple, giving us more guidance, and then we will go to the Gateway Oracle. And the Gateway Oracle will give us some affirmations as well as some questions that we can ask ourselves to gain better clarity. So let's go ahead and let's begin this week and see what energies we will be working with. So remember, with the Ascended Masters, this is going to be the archetypal energy that we're working with. So the card may have a message on it, but there's also different aspects to each of the archetypes. Oh, beautiful. Oh, goodness. All the cards fell there. We're going to get all the archetypes. All right, let's try this again. Okay. Fabulous. Okay, so for this week, first what we're going to be working with is El Moira. Now, El Moira is also known as the physical embodiment of Archangel Michael. And so this is really about, this says clear and shield your energy. What I take this card as, instead of clear and shield your energy, what it's really asking us to do this week is to be clear and really have that clarity of thought, have that clarity of emotion, and really be willing to be the presence of the alternative in every situation that we may find ourselves in. You know, when it says, get clear, it's asking us, what is your intention here? What is the truth behind why you're doing what you're doing? What are your real emotions behind what you're doing and how you're doing it? Something I came to this weekend as I was meditating on my Course in Miracles lesson, which actually had nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you, but it's just part of the story. As I was meditating, this beautiful thought kind of came into my head, and I finally got like that moment of clarity, that moment of, oh, now I get it, now I understand. And so the message that I got was, our purpose here is to be happy. Every great spiritual teacher, every great spiritual master tells us that we're meant to be happy, that life's supposed to be fun, life's supposed to be happy, life's supposed to be effortless, all of these things. And the only reason why, we search for a purpose in life, we're like, well, what's my purpose? Okay, happiness, great. But what's my purpose? We're always searching for an identity to put on, be it, oh, well, my purpose is to be a healer. My purpose is to be a police officer. My purpose is to be a lawyer, or whatever the case is. And we think that we must be bound to one thing and one thing in particular, but we have to remember that all we're here to do is be happy. So, of course, if being a healer, being a police officer, being a lawyer makes you happy, wonderful. But if it doesn't make you happy anymore, then it's okay to shift and change. Like, that's totally fine. So that was something that I came to this weekend, and then I was like, huh, I never thought of it that way. So, first card this week, all about getting clear about your intentions, your emotions, and really looking at those at a deeper level. As you look at those at a deeper level, we're really asked to listen. Really asked to come in and just listen to the guidance that's coming through. Because when we're clear, when we're not bogged down with fear, worry, anxiety, when we're not trying to deny fear, worry, or anxiety, and we just really allow the emotion to come up, we express it. As we express it, it's no longer there. So then we have the ability to listen to the guidance that's there. We always have that ability to listen to the guidance that is there once we express the emotion. And we're not trying to deny it. We're not trying to be like, oh, la 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 la. There's nope, it's not here. It's not here. Recognize your emotion. Like, recognize it. Recognize your thoughts. Be willing to be honest and vulnerable with yourself about how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Express it in whatever way. Maybe you like to write things down. Maybe you like to talk to a friend about it. But just be aware that you must express it. Then you can listen to the peace, to the love, to the infinite divine that is within you, because you're not bogged down with all that other stuff. As you then listen, you can go forth and you can really begin to act from that place of guidance. You're not acting from fear, you're not acting from any of those lower emotions. You're acting from love. You're acting from that place of guidance. And you're like, okay, this is where I'm going. Now, interestingly enough, with Serapis Bey, we actually see that he is, really aligned. Look at that. Everything is aligned. Everything is lit up. Because, once again, he is clear in his intention. He's going forth. He's not going just being like, well, maybe I want to do this or maybe I want to do that. It's more like I have clear direction on what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, and I'm going now. I'm following what makes me happy. I'm following my bliss. I'm following my guidance. I'm following the love. I'm following, those divine prompts or synchronicities. But I'm following it. I'm going. And as we go, we're really going to be able, as long as we are clear, I can't make that clear enough. As long as we're clear, we will be able to really see the situation clearly. We're going to see beyond the illusion of what we think and what we think we know. We're going to be able to see things accurately. We're not going to see it from just the ego perception. We're going to be seeing it from that higher perspective because we are clear, we are listening, we are following. And as we do that, we're going to be able to really see things differently and really see, that beautiful, higher perspective. So now let's go ahead and let's go to the answer is simple. And let's see what other beautiful guidance that we have for this week. And I want to welcome everyone who is here, and I want to wish you a good morning. Unfortunately, it's not letting me see your comments this morning. But hello and good morning to all of you that are watching. So now let's go to the answer is simple and see what other guidance we have for this week. One. Okay, two. Whoops. Let's see if I can grab that. 4. Beautiful. Okay. So for this week, from the answer is simple, we're really asked to dare to be happy. So that goes with clear and shield your energy, because we're asking, you know what? Even though other people may be speaking negatively about something or even negatively about someone, here's the best tool that the divine has ever given you when it comes to how to dare to be happy. Now, it's a very ancient secret, but I'm going to give it to you. Use your left and your right foot and walk away. You have the ability to do so. You have the ability, even if people around you are talking in that negative way, you don't have to join in. If you walk in and you're having a good morning and you're just like, yes, to the day, great. And you hear other people starting to whine, complain, spew stuff. That's okay. Not a problem. Keep walking. Dare to be happy. Even in that face of people, not being happy, you can be happy. As we do that, then this goes with the listen card, which is absolutely beautiful. It's really talking to God. It's asking you to listen to the divine. Send up your prayer, sit in your meditation, whatever the case may be, but really have that discussion with the divine, and especially when it comes to daring to be happy. You can really put a prayer together that's just like, dear God, I don't really know how to be continuously happy. I don't know how to not allow other people's, emotions or situations impact me. And I really want to be happy. Can you teach me how to be happy today? Can you teach me how to stay in what you tell me is the truth of who I am, which is happiness? Can you tell me that? Teach me that today. Then we have the beautiful card. It is not an emergency. No one sees the chip in your china except you. That's just a fact of life. No one sees the chip in your china except you. It's not an emergency. We don't, just because the card said this goes with go now, it's not about going in a sense of urgency. It's about going in with a sense of flow and knowing that you are safe. Knowing that the guidance that you are receiving is safe and that it's okay. And we know some of the stipulations to that is if it's peaceful and compelling, if it's loving, if it's kind, if it's empowering. If it's those things, then great, wonderful, follow that guidance and know that it's safe. Yeah, it may be asking you to go outside of your comfort zone, but that's where all the magic is. It's not inside the comfort zone, it's outside the comfort zone. So then let's go ahead and let's go to the Gateway Oracle. And let's see what beautiful affirmations that we have for today. Oh. Okay. Beautiful. So our first card is taking action. I enthusiastically embrace life's boundless possibilities. So this goes, right there with that go now. Take enthusiastic action, not fearful action, but enthusiastic action, happy action. Be excited about, that guidance. So let's go ahead and let's see what questions we can ask ourselves about taking action. In what area of my life should I take action? What blocks me from acting, and how can I overcome this? What is the most direct action that will yield the greatest results? This is so beautiful because it goes perfectly with the whole reading from the Ascended Masters. So first, it's asking us, in what area of my life should I take action? Well, with that, we have to be really clear. We have to be willing to let go of, all of those things that we think and think we know, so that we can listen, so then that we can take action, so that we can see, accurately. Then what blocks me from acting, and how can I overcome this? So that's, talking to the divine. Okay, there's a block here. I don't know how to get rid of this block. Can you teach me how? And then, what is the most direct action that will yield the greatest result? Once again, go now, taking that divine action step. So then we have our next card, which is receiving from the angels. So let's see. Let's go to R4. There it is. Receiving from the angels. So here is our card, receiving from the angels. Beautiful. And so the questions we can ask ourselves are, how can I access the angelic energy within me? Absolutely beautiful. Once again, we've already gotten the guidance on how to do that. It's by getting clear, and it's about also accepting the truth about who you are, getting really clear about who you are. You're not just a body. You're not just a personality. You're not just a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, an aunt, an uncle, a physicist, a doctor. You're none of those things. They may be a part of you, but they are not the truth of you. The truth of you is you are light. You are love. And that is how you were created. You were created in infinite peace and infinite love. So you are infinite peace and infinite love. You are a loving thought to the divine. And every loving thought that the divine has is an angel. So guess what that means? You are an angelic presence. Because you are a loving thought of the divine. What is the most important thing that my angels want me to know? How can I accept and receive even more from the angelic realm? So once again, best way that we can really accept and receive more is to be open to it, to be clear, to listen. And then our last card is sharing yourself. So let's go to sharing yourself here. No, stand, soar. There it is. All right, so sharing yourself. How can I give even more? What is stopping me? What is stopping the flow within my life? What could occur in my life if I gave without reservation? Another thing I really want to invite you with is, how can I spread my light even more? How can I begin to share and show up more authentically in my life? And in what area of my life am I not sharing myself or my true self? So a really beautiful reading for this week, asking us to become clear, asking us to listen, asking us to go forward in guidance, knowing that we're seeing the situation accurately because we're looking at it from a higher perspective. We're not looking at it from the ego perspective. We're daring to be happy. We're talking to God. We're knowing it's not an emergency, and we're knowing that it's safe to take that action step as we receive the guidance and as we share the truth of who we are. So I thank you so much for joining me. I thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you are interested in your own personalized Miracle Mindset Monday, you are free to go to my website, awakeningmiracles.org, which is pinned at the top of the page. And while you're there, you can look at all of my different vlogs and blogs that I have for receiving guidance. You can also go to my virtual learning, and you can look at the 5 days of guidance workshop that I have, which is just, I believe it is 5 videos that I did that are an hour long, all talking about different ways in which you can find guidance. Or if you want to, you can even go and book your 8 weeks of guidance course with me if that's something that you're interested in. But go check out my website, and I send you all my love.